Hey, everybody. So I'll wait to somebody gets in here and hopefully whoever comes in here they'll watch the live stream from the start so that um, I don't have to keep repeating the same story over and over again. I mentioned this on my live stream last night. Uh, there was a young Filipina uh, that was Hey, Chief. There was a young woman. She was working in a vegetable stand. Uh, this actually happened, about 3 days ago. I think it was a Saturday. Let me read the story uh, that I got pulled up here, and this is from uh, the 19th. This story. Kuma, train dog and chief dog. All right. So here's a story. Police have arrested a 31-year-old man accused of shooting a young female vendor while she was live streaming on social media in Taytay, Rizal. The victim, a 23-year-old vendor, was live streaming in Barangay Santa Ana on Friday, January 16th, when a masked suspect wearing a hat approached her and fired a shot at close range toward her head, according to the Taytay Municipal Police Station. Police said the suspect calmly walked away after the shooting. Witness reported that he later boarded a motorcycle waiting along a secondary road in the same barangay. The victim was rushed to the nearest hospital where authorities said the bullet grazed the back of her neck. She is now in stable condition and recuperating at a hospital in Pasig City. The Taytay police said they immediately launched a hot pursuit operation, which led to the arrest of the suspect in Angano, Rizal on Saturday, January 17th. Investigators said the suspect is the former partner of the store owner where the victim works. Authorities said the shooting stemmed from a personal grudge following the couple's breakup. Police said the victim had reportedly informed the store owner, the lady, about the man's other romantic involvements. The store owner later took full control of the business, which investigators said fueled the suspect's resentment toward the victim. The suspect is being held at the Taytay Police Custodial Facility and is facing a charge of frustrated murder. What's going on, Brian, Daniel, and Kuma? And this is one of the things that got me, charged with frustrated murder. I was like, what the heck is frustrated murder? So I'm gonna let y'all know because I had to look it up. Uh, Under the revised penal code, crimes are classified by the states of execution. One, attempted murder. Two, frustrated murder. Three, consummated murder. So frustrated murder falls between attempted and consummated murder. So what is frustrated murder? Frustrated murder, a charge of frustrated murder applies when all of the following are present. One, intent to kill. The offender clearly intended to kill the victim. Two, all acts of execution were performed. The attacker did everything needed to cause death, like shooting at close range. And three, the victim did not die. Death was prevented only because of causes independent of the offender's will, such as immediate medical treatment, timely surgery, pure luck, or intervention by others. The key idea is that the attacker thought death was inevitable, but it didn't happen. So, uh, so this guy is what's going on, Sula? Hey, David. Where's David? Where's David? Where's David? Oh, David, go near there. I hope you have a great day. Thank you, David. Hey, my friend. So the synopsis of this story is this woman was, like a Facebook live streamer, 23-year-old. I believe I read somewhere she has either 2 or 3 children. Um, just popped in like it's 4 a.m. Catch up tomorrow, but thanks. Just playing this Ray. Hi all. Bye again. No problem, Sula. Hope you have a good sleep. But yeah, apparently this woman was she was working for the woman. Okay, let me start with me. There's a relationship, man and a woman. The 23-year-old woman was working for the woman in this relationship in this vegetable stand that the woman owned. Or apparently, like uh, the man and it doesn't say that they were married. The man and the woman were live-in partners, uh, and they ran this vegetable stand together. What's going on, Big Lon? Hey, Carrot. Hey, where's Kayla? She could be working. This is probably her work time right now. So the young woman, the 23-year-old woman, no, she wasn't an innocent bystander. She was innocent, but she wasn't a bystander. Brian, what happened was uh, the woman, the young woman that was working for the woman. I'll show outside in just a minute. But let me finish my story. I'm gonna stop reading comments so I finish my story or the synopsis. The young woman uh, reported about the man's infidelities, like romantic encounters other than his live-in partner. This caused that couple to break up, and in the course of that, the woman in the relationship took control of the vegetable stand business that they had. And the young lady that was reporting on the man's infidelity, was managing that vegetable stand. Then she was doing a live stream from the vegetable stand talking about whatever. I haven't watched the full live stream. And what, like, this happened on live stream. The man came up wearing a baseball cap and a mask, came up behind her and shot her. Because he was, I don't know, angry that like he was kicked out of the business or broke up or whatever his motives were. He blamed this young woman. So that is what I know about this situation. So I'll show the view outside. Seems to be a pretty nice day. It is noon here. I'm gonna do a live stream for a little while, and then maybe it look like there's a little bit of clouds, a little bit of cloudiness up here. But I don't. It doesn't look like it's gonna rain or anything. It's got a few dark clouds. Like looks like maybe at the worst might get a sprinkle at some point. But yeah, I had some people asking me about, because I first mentioned this woman last night on my live stream, and I was over on Michael White's live stream, and people were asking me, you know, what happened because I was just learning about it right before my live stream, so I didn't have a lot of information. So I figured, a lot of people were asking me about it, and I figured I'd find out what was going on with the story. I've read, of course, I read the one account from what was that source? Phil Star Global. I've read the account from the Manila Daily Bulletin, multiple accounts. uh, to kind of piece together this story. I gave more weight to, the story from actual news outlets here in the Philippines rather than, there was some stories from Facebook journalists. Mad Size, greetings and salutations, Ray from Melbourne, Australia. Hey, Mad. Yeah, like this is a sad story, and I'm like I'm not like I don't want to criticize this young woman, um, but what one thing that I believe that everyone can take away from this is um, gonna stay out of other people's business. Not necessarily stay like if if this young lady um, had maybe gone directly to her employer, the woman, and said, you know, this is something I think you should know about your partner in the relationship. That's one thing. But if she was, got on a public forum talking about uh, this man, then that is not a good thing. She doesn't deserve to get shot over it. But uh, if anyone's like doing any kind of like social media or whatever, um, be careful about talking about other people's business. Like I try my best not to do that. I'm not saying, oh, I'm the gold standard or anything. But I try really hard, uh, just like people that have been reporting on, Vitali and Pro Life Traveler. I've tried my best not to um, like drag people's names through the mud or give negative opinions. Just the facts. Like this is what's going on. Don't spread any rumors or or put too much of what I personally think into the story. I'm planning on, and that leads me into. Hold on. Oh, sorry. But that kind of segues into like the second topic I was going to talk about briefly is uh, I'm working on a video. Um, there was a YouTube. Give you a synopsis. There was a YouTube content creator that was doing a live stream and touched a woman's breast, like through her shirt, uh, in public while on this live stream. I'm not gonna name who the like in my video. I have the video clip where this happened. Uh, I am not gonna put that in my video. I'm not gonna name who this person is. The purpose of the video that um, that I'm gonna make is informational. Like if this was you, if for some reason you touched a woman inappropriately in a public place, what would be the possible repercussions for that? And I'm gonna outline the Safe Spaces Act, uh, the uh, the law, the lascivious conduct law, and and while it's relevant to this case, the solicitation laws. Uh, I think there's some people some expats that are over here that probably need to hear uh, what I've got to say about staying safe in the Philippines and not letting a looser moral compass get you in serious trouble, more trouble than you think that you might be in. So how did I become a con? Oh, must be a responsible mod. Because I've seen you a few times, and you seem like you're all right. Hello. You on the verbal as well, Ray? Yeah, yeah. The Safe Spaces Act. Like if if you're walking down the street and you see another girl or another girl, a girl. I'm not a girl, but see a girl walking on the other side of the street, and you yell something over to her like, ooh, hey baby, you're looking good today, you're looking sexy, or not anything negative, just but be embarrassing to the woman. That's against the law. Like if she reports that, like you said something to her that made her uncomfortable in a public place, you could get fined. I'm going to go over all the repercussions for different scenarios. Thank you for the vote on that. Sounded bad. Oh no, you're fine. Um, I can tell by the way people interact within the chat whether they can be trusted. It helps you just say you're beautiful. Yeah. So, but um, yeah, like that probably wouldn't you know be, but like even in the context, like just saying you're beautiful, that could get you charged too. And again, it would be under the situation like, you know, uh, you're you're across the street and yelling across the street, "You're beautiful." Um, that can embarrass the woman. I mean, it's different. You're close to each other and you say it where it's just a personal compliment, and it's another thing that you are yelling and drawing attention from other people to this woman. Um, that's not okay in the Philippines, if that makes sense. Catcalling is frowned on. Absolutely. Abigail Copen said, "I." Michael C. Hey, bro. Yeah. So I'm working on. I'm working on a video that's highlighting, uh, some of the issues that this YouTuber uh, could be in trouble for, and how other people can avoid the same sort of trouble. What's going on, Joe? Stone Cold. So it's more informational, like how how to stay out of trouble uh, in those types of situations when it involves interacting with women in the Philippines. The other video that I'm planning is, and again, I am not naming names. I'm not going to show video clips uh, from other channels, but I'm going to do a video that's basically uh, calling out other Philippines YouTubers, not by name, just by kind of like if you know who you are, you know who you are kind of situation of these YouTubers that are putting their videos out as being like morally superior to guys like Vitali and pro-life traveler and reporting on this and taking clips of the very videos that they are complaining about and using them as content. Like if you are a YouTuber and you don't believe that, you know, this type of content belongs on YouTube, but then you show the clip of that content on your channel on YouTube, you are a hypocrite. Like, if it, like, you know, I can talk about stuff without having to show it again. This video I'm working on, I am not showing, I have the video clip of what this YouTuber did and, you know, the evidence. I'm not going to use it. Like, it's, you know, not content. Like, I don't want to embarrass this woman further, even though the face is blurred and all that. Like, I don't need to show someone having their rights violated to make a point. Like, this woman was a victim. If I show the video of it happening, I'm just making her a victim again. And shame on any of these YouTubers that are taking clips from these questionably moral YouTube content creators and reposting that and doing a reaction like, oh my God, look at this. Can you believe how bad this guy is? Well, you're showing the same video, dude. Stop it. Like, we can talk about what's wrong for us to put on YouTube, but the way you don't do that is show the stuff that's wrong on YouTube again to say how wrong it is. That doesn't make any sense to me. Let's see. Absolutely. The majority Catholic in the Philippines. And, you know, the Philippines, actually, their views are pretty liberal as far as, you know, kind of letting people, like my views, you know, be happy, let other people happy. Like, they practice that here in the Philippines. So, like, if you're, you know, if you're impeding someone's ability to be happy, that's not a good thing over here. Patrick Lee said, hello, Ray, in the Philippines. Good to see you, brother. Thank you. Thank you, Pat. Pat Rally. That's what it is. I always say Patra. It's Pat. Hey, Pat. Brian's back. They eat baby birds and eggs. I forget what it's called. Balut. Balut is like a fermented duck embryo, like a duck embryo. Like, it's a fertilized duck egg that's like, they, depending on how many days it's been fertilized is how they classify it. And I don't recommend it. Right. This is Pat's Philippines Dream Channel. Good to see you. Oh, okay, Pat. And let me, wait, am I? I need to, hold on. Let me get my other phone. Make sure that I'm subscribed to you. Let's see, make sure. Oh no, I wasn't. Pat's Philippine Dream. Okay, it looks like you only have, wait. Okay, you got a couple shorts, but you got one video. But Pat's Philippines Dreams, I'm subscribed, and I'll check on this account if I'm subscribed. Yes, balut, ducks and chicken. Yeah, I think normally the chicken eggs aren't fertilized. Maybe, I don't know. They call that Pinoy. Quack quack. Met on Mike Venus channel. Okay, Pat. Let me add you as a moderator too. Makes it easy for people to sub back and forth. Zelda said, you said that very well. Thank you, Zelda. Yeah, it looks gross, but I'll just ask you, is it good? No, Sula. I did a video, or I did a video on my channel. It was actually a live stream, but then I cut it down to have it as a video of me trying balut. You can watch it. You can tell. You can tell it wasn't for me. Yes, brother. Saying right on. Hello, Chief. Brian said, unfortunately, the view that is developed in the West of Asian women in general tends to be very skewed and quite often wrong. It does tend to lean towards a sexist viewpoint. Yes. And, you know, a lot of people say, like, expats, you know, it's like, oh, I want to, you know, I want to come to the Philippines because, you know, I value like a traditional relationship role or traditional role, man, woman role. And there's a lot of good to that. There is a lot of good to the traditional roles. But some of the things that happened when traditional roles were an actual thing, like in the US, for instance, you know, let's say 50s, 60s, whatever it is, you know, single man is in a diner and a cute waitress comes by and he pats her on the butt. That was normalized. It's not okay now. And like that sexist mentality that, you know, you can do that has always been wrong. It's always been wrong. It's never been okay. You know, again, it was normalized during a certain time period. But people, men that come over here and you know, I don't know, want to behave that type of way, you know, like it's 1950 again. It's not okay. It's never been okay, and it's not okay. Chief sub to Pat Trebalut got sick in the Philippines. Yeah, I didn't get sick. I was close, and therefore some men see Asian women as fair game for. Yes, I agree, Brian, and I'm gonna do a video on that. Yes, I agree. Well, I'm gonna touch on it in the video I'm making. I'm from Columbus, Indiana, USA. I've been in the Philippines this April or May, a few more months ago. That's awesome, Pat. You'll love it. Off subject. Did you get YouTube money fix? No, Chief. I think I'll work on that again tomorrow. Like right now, I'm locked out. Like it wants to verify my phone number, and it's locked because it said I tried to get an OTP code too many times, so it automatically locks for a while, and I'm giving it plenty of time to reset. And then I'm going to follow the recommendations, like over here in the Philippines, to get an OTP code from Google that you shouldn't be on Wi-Fi. So I'm going to go out, be on a network signal, get the OTP code, and go from there. You got to be crafty if you're a booty grabber. It's not about being crafty. You got to get permission. Like, have permission. Like, get consent from the woman. Before time coming back this year. Awesome, Pat. RPA. That's the fourth time he has relighted the same. Yeah, so I get to talking and I have it out the window and it goes out. So Brother Ray, what year did you start going to the Philippines? 2023 was the first time I went to the Philippines. And then about a year later is when I moved to the Philippines full time. It didn't take me long. It was one trip. I knew I was moving to the Philippines. All right, so story smoker. Yeah, I get to telling a story and forget I'm smoking. But yeah, I'm gonna touch on the whole. Like, here's what I think happens. There's, you know, and I'm not gonna judge. Where's my sister-in-law? She's over there. She's watching something on her phone. Why you covering it up? Chief asking how you are. Look, look at her. Look at her. She got headphones on. She's watching the live stream on her headphone. You could be over here talking on the live stream. You don't gotta be listening on headphones. Silly girl. Wait. She's listening to the live stream on headphones. Anyway, uh, David said, afternoon, Ray. You're looking sexy as always. Thank you, David. What do you like about the Philippines? I like the laid back, stress free atmosphere. I was talking to my friend Scoob today, and we are talking about cars. You know, it's like I'm never getting a car. I don't want a car. I'm a rock star. Like someone's gonna drive me everywhere. I can sit there, play on the phone. I'm not stressed about driving and like watching traffic and like all that goes away. Like you can live your like I live my life uh, as stress free as possible, and the Philippines allows for that, especially where I live in Tagaytay. Like for the most part, my life is stress free, and I like lowers your cortisol levels. Like stress is a big factor in your health, and like over in the Philippines, I can communicate. There's English. The visa situation is uh, very accommodating for people coming over here. So I did Chief One. Hello, Lynn. They love soccer. There's more basketball in the Philippines. Hit the like, Sister Lynn. Let's see. Wait, I'm 50 now. Older, had some wonderful years in the Philippines. Awesome, Pat. Like, yeah, like the Philippines, uh, you know, a lot of people complaining about this law or that law or whatever. Like, um, it depends on who you are. Like, that's the only thing you can control. And I'm telling you right now, like, if you're a good guy and you want to live your life stress free, being a good guy, you're not going to have a single problem in the Philippines. Like, that's it. It's like follow the Ray's rules. Be happy. Let other people be happy. You're not gonna have a problem. Ray, did you see my question about visa? About lives? Hold on, Brian. I agree, brother Ray. Wait, Brian. Let me go. Ray and Lynn, what up? What up, CK? Brian. Okay. Well, I think the crew of the Indianapolis would disagree with that comment about sharks if they could. What what's the wait? What is the comment about sharks? I missed what. Okay, the Philippines has that's a great place to surf, and the sharks don't bite. Oh, okay. Uh, so like the Philippines has over 7,000 islands, and uh, you know, anywhere that there are sharks, they can bite. Uh, like shark attacks worldwide is uh, not common, but you can't say it can't happen. If you're in the ocean, there's a shark around, it's a possibility. Like it doesn't, they normally don't attack big things. Uh, oh, no, above that. Okay. Hey, Ray, what's going on, Toyota? What's going on, Simon? Anna, one moment. All right. Brian, let me find the comment. It's not about sharks. The other comment said, hey to Lynn. Let's see. Brian, Ray, is it where I was on it? RPH, Brian on Been smoking my whole life. I'm also a story smoker. So I was in 20s when I started going to the Philippines. Says Pat. I've never really. Brian, I'm not seeing. Hi, Lynn from Brian. And then about that, I don't know. There may have been something in there, Brian, that got flagged. I didn't delete anything. I don't see any deleted comments. So uh, say it again. All right, everybody subbing to everybody. That's awesome. You know me. I'm all about support. I'm so I don't know. I've been told they're not about biting like alligators. They don't want to bite unless by a pregnant one or it's nest for babies. Yeah, well, sharks in general, like sharks in general, aren't out there purposefully attacking humans. Like we're too big, and it's a territorial thing. Like I believe most studies like sharks don't view us as like a food source. Like sharks aren't trying. Like sharks will bite if they feel threatened or like I said, a territorial thing. Uh, but you know, most predators are cowards. You know, uh, could could a lion take down a full size buffalo? Uh, Probably could. They're pretty dangerous animals. But is there a likelihood that that lion would, get gored, trampled, or hurt during the process? Probably. And the animal kingdom don't have health care, so you know animals don't risk attacking things that could possibly hurt them back because there's no doctor they can go to, so they avoid it. And so sharks avoid humans because like we're big, and we could cause damage to a shark during an attack, so they don't attack. Like I said, that's why it's more rare that sharks attack humans, but it can always happen. I'm only scared of great white and orcas. Pat said thank you. Said hi. Tony said turn into what? Farmer thanks guy. It's just asking how live streams get turned in. Brian, like they're like as far as um creator on creator crime or one creator like reporting another. So the U.S. is India have lost up to 150 crew to sharks, 45 in the Philippines area. Okay, there's a lot of sharks here in the Philippines. They're called LTO. Yeah, and I was gonna like, there's another video that I'm working on, but before I do that, answering Brian's question. So, uh, you know, a a, a something that gets claimed all the time, like a jealous creator uh, could report another creator to YouTube for violation of community guidelines or copyright, like uh, a community strike. There's creators that you know, like for instance, if you do a reaction video on their video, then they could complain about it that using their content. But most of that falls under the Fair Use Act. Like I'm not afraid of like showing someone else's content and doing a reaction to it under fair use. I just don't think it's necessary, especially if it's content, that I think is kind of egregious. Like I don't need to show it again. I'm not gonna provide links to for anybody else to go see it. I don't think it should be watched. I can talk about it in a way, where I um, I focus on the subject matter, not the individual, not, you know, pointing fingers or doing that. Like, all right, there is a creator that creates this kind of content, and it's not right, and this is why. That's my content. That's where I'm gonna like. I want to be informational. It's not about shock value or entertainment. Like, there's just some issues that like people might need to know a little bit more information from a source that's not giving that information in a way like, oh, look at this piece of crap, look at what this guy's doing, or like, that's all just gossip and I don't know, like clickbait. That's what it is. It just like, let's gang up on so and so. I'm not saying some of these people, don't deserve the punishment, but if they're already, in the system, like, that's their punishment. Everything else is just gossip and bullshit. Like, I'm not here trying to hurt any other individual. I don't care what they're doing. Like, if they're, you know, if 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 I see someone hurting someone else, like, I'll put a stop to it. But I'm not gonna sit there and like talk about them for my views. That's anyway. I'll go more into that topic at another time. But then the other way someone can get reported, as far as a content creator, is like if you show like someone on your content, um, and they're clearly visible, and it's normally in like an embarrassing type of context, uh, they can request for you to take that video down or edit it to remove their image being used in that video. uh, and if you don't comply, then there's a process to be reported. It's like, because if you if a let's just give it, for instance, if a Filipino uh, went to the the PRC, I think it's the PRC. Uh, Wait, I think PRC, the Philippine something commission. Anyway, uh, to report, it's like, hey, this YouTuber uh, has my image on their video, and I don't want it to be there. The first thing they're going to ask them is, have you contacted that creator? Is there a way for you to contact that creator? Have you tried to contact that creator? That's the first thing that's going to happen. A lot of people think, oh, the Filipinos can just run around making reports about, like, that doesn't happen. No, like there's a process, and uh, you know, the person, the victim, like if their image is used without their consent, and they don't want it to be, the first step is they have to, you know, try to do it civilly. It's like, hey, dude, like, you may not know that you got my image on this video, and I don't want it to be there. Could you take it down? And then the guy does it. It's just, that's normal human interaction, like the way people should be. It's like, hey, no harm, no foul. Like, I didn't know that. Like, now, as far as you know, blurring people's faces out, not showing them on video. I was watching a video from some YouTuber that was talking about, it's like, the whole pro-life thing, where he was going into basically the slums and doing footage, and this other YouTuber was making the point. It's like, oh, well, a documentary team couldn't come into the Philippines to to, show a documentary about, poverty in the Philippines. Sure, they can. But you know what? Like, go watch any documentary about a sensitive subject, whether it's poverty, like addiction, someone like drug abuse. If there's like a documentary on on things that would be embarrassing to someone, whether it's being in poverty, being addicted, whatever. In those documentaries, you're gonna for watch a documentary from 20 years ago. People's faces are going to be blurred. Some people's faces aren't going to be blurred. You know the difference? The people's faces that aren't blurred, they gave consent for their image to be used in that documentary. The people's faces that are blurred did not. In some cases, their voices changed, where they don't want to be identified. If it's, an embarrassing or dangerous type situation. This has always been a thing. This is not a new thing. There's people acting like, this is just all of a sudden you can't show people's faces when they're in a compromising situation. It's an embarrassing situation. Like having the whole world look at you living in poverty is embarrassing. People deserve respect. They don't deserve to be like pushed out there and said, look how terrible this is. That's not your place, dude. And that's the issue. It's not that this is a new thing for YouTubers. It is that YouTubers are now being asked to maintain the standard that has been common for newsmakers, documentarians for many, many years. Like they've been following these types of rules in their filmmaking for many, many years. And we're just being held to the same standard. And there's nothing wrong with it. Anyway, I've ranted on that. All right, let me catch up with comments. Brian, it has to wait for a couple days so YouTube can verify, and then you can hit the button to create this live up. Okay, going live, yeah. Sometimes after you hit 50, you have to wait a couple days before a day, normally 24 hours before you can actually go live. Time to grill some cheeseburger on outside flame and roll tide. All right, so roll tide. Gossip is worse. Yeah, Anna, like gossip's not good. Definitely Marites. Yeah, like Marites isn't, Marites, like I said, Marites and gossip is one thing, but doing a YouTube video or live stream or something where like the whole purpose of it is Marites, like that's a slippery slope. Don't gossip on. Like I'd try my best. If y'all ever catch me like saying like someone specific in a way that's not factually responsible, then call me out. I'm not here to gossip about other people. Dang, someone got shot. Yeah, Hapa, while she was doing a live stream, 23-year-old Filipina doing a live stream on like that. I'm not saying it, but that Facebook live stream, has over 5 million views last night when I was looking at it. I've seen that in YouTube. Sounds almost like Japan social credit score. I heard about it. Philippines. Have a 39-year-old security guy shot in front of a condo. Yeah, I mean, people get shot every day. It was just, the shocking thing was this woman was live and the reasons. It sounds like simple respect to me. Yeah, Chief. Like that's all that this you know new. It's not a new law. It's from what 2012, uh, the Privacy Act here in the Philippines. But in 2025, they put out a circular. There's like guidelines for basically hidden cameras or filming someone without their knowledge, uh, to just clarify you know further and to specifically mention uh, social media creators, because you know like news reporters and people doing documentaries, professional, we're like YouTube creators that are monetized should be professional. Like it's we're putting out a video that's for public viewing for money. For me, it's not that much money, but it like I have to be professional. And a lot of these YouTube content creators that are complaining just don't want to be professional. They want to just have their like, oh, this is me, this is what I think. I'm just on YouTube, just putting my opinions out there. It's about, that's all it's about. It's just my opinions. And like, it's okay, to have opinions. Like I'm gonna state my opinions on certain things. It's, you know, but I don't think you will ever hear me like talk about a specific person and say publicly on YouTube what my opinion is, because I don't think that's right. It's like I'm not trying to influence anybody about their opinion about anyone else. Like, you know, people, I give people the freedom to make up your own mind about someone. Um, Now, if it comes to an issue, then I'll give my opinion. Crazy, Toya's back. A lot of crazy thing going on in the Philippines. Yeah, Pat. Vaughn said something like an expat news network needs to be a reality. We can help each other raise the standards, but not the content. Yeah, and Vaughn, like that's, and like I'm not gonna try to become like the news reporter kind of thing, but there are issues, you know, like I like just have a good time and talk to y'all and do some stuff and be a goofball and let y'all laugh at me being a goofball. But there are some issues that I believe should be handled, seriously and with respect. And in those cases, that's how I'm going to do it. And hopefully you'll watch this video. It should be out. It'll probably be out tomorrow. Like I'm going to make an effort to film all the to film the video today. Like it's just a matter of, hitting all the points that I want to hit on this topic, and you guys can give me feedback on whether you think that it was, appropriately and professionally handled. Because again, I am not gonna, jump on the bashing YouTuber or public figure bandwagon. Like, I'm not gonna get on here and just talk about people, because like there's no point to that, in my opinion. Hey JJ, there's a major outage in my neighborhood. Don't know why. Oh, that sucks, Kyle. Oh, I'm sorry. Expat Information Network. Yeah, Vaughn, and you know, and I hope people use it for that. Like, the information that I give on my channel, like, it's not about gossip. It's not about anything else. It's just about when I see a topic that I feel could affect, uh, a broader audience, not just, you know, YouTube content creation, but people just wanting to live their lives in the Philippines. And, you know, for in the case of this next video, like how to avoid trouble. And I see where it can make a difference to somebody, then I'll do the video, and I'll do it professionally and stick to the facts. Yeah. Hey, Simon, Brian Bagger, kind of sub, but awesome. I thought trying vlogging in the Philippines, meet good people, good friends. Yeah, Pat, that's one of the main, probably one of the main motivators why I do it is like, man, the amount of people that I've met doing YouTube is just super cool. Like, I consider them, my friends. I always say I don't have YouTube subscribers, I have YouTube friends. Like, they're just supporting me because they're my friend. And I'm trying to maintain a friendly vibe myself. So so that's a great reason to do YouTube. Like, it is a good way to connect to people. Kyle said, good thing I have a generator. My phone is charged. Yeah, Kyle. It's always good to, it's good that you have a generator. Like, that's one of my issues with being in the province. When I go to visit the province, like when there's a brownout, I don't like it. I don't like camping. JJ, everyone here, hello guys, girls. Hey JJ, there is Chief. That's right on. Ray met his intoxicated brother on here. I heard. Yeah, Chief. And like Chief will verify it. Like, I'd say, well, pretty much a lot of y'all on here. I don't just get on here and have subscribe. Like, there's a lot of people that are in my chat right now that if they wanted to, hopefully they wait till I was done with my live stream, but they know they can just call me on Messenger and I'll pick up the phone. Like, I'm not, this important figure above, my viewers and this authority figure. No, I'm just a guy, just another guy. I'm just, I have my friends and we talk about stuff. Now, you want to hear some, Meritus or whatever, call me in person. But like publicly, I don't do Meritus. I try not to do Meritus even in private, but I'll tell you my opinion in private about somebody if you ask me. Like the new glasses, Ray. Thank you. I got these, and my orange ones. These are supposed to. I think they do a pretty good job. Like, let's go out here and lay out the window. But like, Ray is a real one. Thank you, Chief. Yeah, whenever we'll take a look out here while I'm seeing if my glasses will do it. Like whenever I'm out in the sunshine, then after a few seconds, yeah, see they're starting to darken up a little bit. They don't get as dark as like I've seen other ones, but I like that these, they kind of tint a little bit. Got them on Amazon, but as you all do, is that where you walk it? Yes, Chief. There, let's look out here again. I'll show you. I'm going to do it right after I get off this live stream. What's going on, Shoop? Shoop's Woodshop. I'm subscribed to Shoop's Wood. Let me make you a moderator. I'm subscribed to them. They do woodworking projects. like one day I would like if I ever live in the province, like I'm gonna have some woodworking stuff. I enjoy woodworking. I think the tent ones are cool, helpful. Thanks, Zelda. Hey, Shoops. Zelda, I need. Wait, I'll make you a moderator too. Why not? I've seen you enough times. I haven't subbed them too. Awesome, Brian. Yeah, but Chief. Okay, so you see the there's the road down there, and then next to it, you can see the sidewalk, and that sidewalk, you know, it goes down there to a corner and then comes back, and then that sidewalk is all the way over here to the corner, and you make the turn, come back. So I I I, I normally try to walk that about 2 times every day. Like I do 2 laps. I go and walk all the way around, and after about 2 laps, then a lot of time my right, mostly is my right hip and my leg. Like my right hip will get sore, and my whole right leg will start to go numb. That's a nice scenery, Ray. Walked a 1.5 miles today. It was too cold. Go too far. Yeah, like it's always nice here, Chief. Josh is here. Did I miss Josh coming in? Hey, Josh, where you at? Where I see? Wait, where is Josh? Oh, okay. Oh, Josh. Okay, Josh from Shoops. For some reason, I was thinking Josh Wilson was here. That's who you're saying. Different Josh. Oh, there's Josh hiding. I thought Josh might be. Sorry, I can't remember her husband's name. Oh, okay. Shoops, I've subscribed to you. Awesome. And that's what up is Bill. Okay. But yeah, I love having a community that supports each other. That's just what you do. It doesn't cost anything. Heidi is sleeping. Bill and Heidi. Okay. So Bill and Heidi are the Shoops. Got it. What, baby? What are you saying? Hey, what are you saying?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
No, but
Oh, low battery on the headphones. Everyone, please double tap the screen for the like button and subscribe. It's free. Thank you, Shoops. Bill and Heidi. Okay, Bill. JJ said hey to Lynn. Gave thumbs up. Yeah, yeah. I'm not going to be on here too long. Like I said, I just wanted to come and give an update on. Like there hasn't been any new news about the young woman's condition. Hopefully, you know, the family has requested pretty much, you know, to you know, not make a big deal about it, let her recover. But hopefully, we'll get some news. You know, when you know, hopefully things will, you know, she'll fully recover, and that'll be reported, and I would be happy to report, you know, if she's fully recovered. What's for supper? Gizzards, Chief. I'm having gizzards. Yeah, and you took them out of the Lynn. Look at Lynn. Look at Lynn. She's on top of it. I put them in the refrigerator last night for them to thaw out. But look, Lynn over here.
what?
Lynn over here putting the gizzards in a bowl. There we go. It's still kind of frozen, but they got to thaw out. And then what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you being that way? Hey, look over here. Say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
No, look at the camera.
Don't put in my face. It's very close.
All right.
Hello.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, if you don't say hello to everybody, then I'm not gonna let you live stream anymore. Because if you can get on your live stream and show your face, then don't act like you're too shy to show it on mine. What do you think about that? What do you think about that?
Bahala ka.
Mahala ka. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Up to you.
Up to you. Okay. What actually happened there? Real story about her. I went through the whole thing at the beginning. JJ, did you miss it? I'm fixing to end this live stream pretty quick, and you can go back to I'll make it public. You go back to the beginning, and I kind of give the whole story before the live stream. Has anyone told you that kind of looked like Jon Stewart of The Daily Show? I've never heard that, but now we'll go back. Nice meeting everyone. But yeah, you guys, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go for a walk. Then I'm gonna try to and then I'm gonna try to film some film the video for the legal informational video that I've got planned, and hope y'all check that out. But until then, you guys are the bomb. Who dat? Wait a minute. Ray was talking to Mike today, and he was asking if people could help, and I would have, but it's too expensive to get me, and my machine's there. Okay. Thanks, y'all. Yeah. Great supporting each other here. Awesome, CK. But who dat? I love you all.